Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today here we're gonna do a beautiful pattern for a coaster. It's a really very easy pattern. It just has double crochets and front post double crochets in it. Here it is. It looks like this, and here I've used my 100% cotton yarn for this one. Here it is. And for this one I've used this 3 mm of the hook here. So let's begin. So here it is. We will begin with this first color, and here we're gonna start with a magic circle. So here it is. Just have your yarn and have a magic circle here. So just have your yarn around your fingers, make an X here, and have the second strand of yarn at the back. Here it is. Now have your hook and insert your hook like this, and grab the second strand of yarn through this first strand of yarn and turn your hook in this way, and here it is. This is your magic circle. Now here I'm gonna have chain 2. So here it is. It's 1 and 2. Have this chain 2. Now this chain 2 is not a stitch. We will not count this chain 2 as a stitch. We have created this chain 2 only to reach up to this height. So here it is. Just have this chain 2 here, and now for round number 1 we will have 12 double crochets into this magic circle. So for that, yarn over and insert your hook into this magic circle here, and grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. Again, yarn over and insert your hook into this magic circle. Grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops here. And here it is. So we got this 2 double crochets. Remember, this chain 2 is not a stitch. We had this first 2 double crochets here, and now we will need 12 double crochets into this first round, into this magic circle. So for that, just have another 10 double crochets here. Here we got 2 double crochets. Keep on having your another 10 double crochets. In total you're gonna have 12. 1, 2, 12 double crochets, and I will meet you after my 12 double crochets. Here it is. And here it is. I've got this 12 double crochets here, and now we will just close over this magic circle. So just pull your this yarn, pull your this loose end, and close your this magic circle here. Tighten up your work. Here it is, and here it looks like this. And now we will close over this first round. So for that, this is our chain 2. So this is our first chain and our second chain. This is not our stitch. Go to this first double crochet. So this is your first double crochet. Go to this first double crochet, insert your hook into this first double crochet here like this. Grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch, and that's how we will close over this round number 1. Here it looks like this. Now for round number 2 we will chain up 2. So it's 1 and 2, and again this chain 2 is not a stitch. We have created this chain 2 only to reach up to this height. Here it is. Now we will start having our pattern here. So for that, just yarn over and again go to this first stitch. So this is your first stitch where you have made your slip stitch. Here it is. This is your first stitch. We will again go to this same stitch into this first stitch, and we will have 1 double crochet here. So just yarn over and insert your hook into this first stitch, and grab yarn and have 1 double crochet here like this. And now here into this first stitch again we will have 1 front post double crochet. So for that, yarn over and go to that first stitch again. So here it is. Remember, this is our first stitch. We had this chain 2 here and this first double crochet. Go to that same stitch here, this one, and insert your hook into the front post. So insert your hook into the stitch here. So go down to the stitch, insert your hook like this here, yarn over and pull your yarn through the stitch. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your front post double crochet. And now we will repeat this pattern all the way around over this round number 2. So again we will go to this next stitch, here. So this is our second stitch, our next stitch, and here again we will have one double crochet on top of our this stitch and one front post double crochet into this same stitch. So here it is, yarn over, go to this next stitch. This is your stitch number 2. Insert your hook into the stitch, grab a yarn and have one double crochet here, yarn over and go down to the same stitch, and here it is, this is your stitch. Go to that same stitch and have one front post double crochet. So just insert your hook like this, yarn over and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again we will go to this next stitch. This is our stitch number 3, and here again have one double crochet, yarn over, go down to the same stitch and have one front post double crochet here like this. Now repeat this pattern all the way around, and by the end of this round, round number 2, we will have 24 stitches. We will have 12 double crochets and 12 front post double crochets. So we are going to have 24 stitches, and I will meet you at the end here. And here it is, I've got my this 22 stitches here, and now for my this last 2 stitches, I will go to this last stitch, and here I will have one double crochet here, and now I will have one front post double crochet here, but I will not finish up my stitch. So here it is, just have your yarn over and go to this last stitch and insert your hook into this last stitch here, into the front post, and grab your yarn. You're gonna have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and I'm not gonna finish my stitch here. And the reason is I'm gonna change my color here. So here it is, just gonna leave my stitch, my this last stitch like this, and I will attach my this second color here. So here it is, this is my second color, and here to finish up my this stitch, I will attach my this next color here, next color yarn here, and simply just pull up a loop. Here it is like this, and our stitch is finished. And here it is, adjust your yarn, and here it is, our double crochet, our front post double crochet is done here. Now to close over this round, we will go to this first stitch. So remember, this chain 1 and 2, this chain 2 is not a stitch. We will go to this first stitch here, insert your hook into the first stitch here like this, yarn over and pull up a loop and have one slip stitch here. And that's how we will close over this round, round number 2. Here it looks like this. Now here, if you want to cut your this first color, you can cut your this first color here. It's completely optional. You can do it later on as well. So here it is, simply just cut your this yarn, and now we will start working with our this second color and with our round number 3. Now again, for our round number 3, we will chain up 2 here. So it's 1 and 2, and again this chain 2 is not a stitch. Now for our first stitch here, we will go to this first double crochet. So here it is, we have already made our this slip stitch and a chain 2 here on our this first stitch. We will again go to this first stitch. Now this is a double crochet from our previous round. Now here into this double crochet, we will have one front post double crochet. So this is a double crochet. On top of this double crochet, have one front post double crochet. Yarn over and go to the same stitch, first stitch, and insert your hook into this first stitch here. Grab a yarn and have one front post double crochet here like this. And now we will go to this next stitch. Now this is a front post double crochet from a previous round, and here we will have 2 double crochets into this one stitch. So for that, yarn over and go to this next stitch here. This is your front post double crochet. Insert your hook into this next stitch, on top of this next stitch, and have 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2 here. And now we will repeat our this pattern all the way around on our this round, round number 3. So again, we are here on our this next stitch, and this is our 1 double crochet. Now here into our this 1 double crochet, we will have 1 front post double crochet. So for that, yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch, into the front post of your this next stitch, and grab a yarn and have 1 front post double crochet here. And now go to this next stitch. This is your one front post double crochet, and here on top of this stitch we will have 2 double crochets. So here it is, yarn over and go to this next stitch and have 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2. Again, go to this next stitch. This is your one double crochet and have 1 front post here. So just insert your hook into the front post of this next stitch and have 1 front post double crochet here. Yarn over, go to this next stitch. This is the front post double crochet from your previous round, and here have 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2 here. Repeat this pattern all the way around, and by the end you're gonna have your 36 stitches. Your 36 double crochets, you're gonna have 24 double crochets and another 12 front post double crochets. So in total you're gonna have your 36 stitches, and I'm gonna meet you here at the end. And again, at the last stitch we will not finish up our stitch because we're gonna need to change our color. So we will change to next color. So for that we will not finish up our stitch. So here it is. Simply just repeat your pattern and I will meet you at the end here. So here it is. I'm at the end of this round number 3, and I got this 35 stitches here. And now for my last stitch, my stitch number 36, I'm right here, and here I'm gonna have 1 more double crochet. So here it is. Just do not finish your stitch here. Just have this 2 loops on your hook, and now we will change the color of our yarn. So here it is. Just have this next color, your third color, and attach this next yarn here. Here it is. Now adjust your yarn. And now to close over this round, we will go to this first stitch. Now remember, this is your front post double crochet. Insert your hook into this first stitch. Skip this chain 2. Skip this first chain 2. This is not a stitch. Go to this first stitch. This is your front post double crochet. Insert your hook into this front post double crochet here like this. Grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch, and that's how we will finish up this round number 3. Now for round number 4 we will again chain up 2. So here it is. It's 1 and 2, chain up 2 here, and now we are here on this first stitch. So here we will have 1 more double crochet. So have this chain 2. This chain 2 is not a stitch. We will not count this chain 2 as a stitch. Yarn over and go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab a yarn and have 1 double crochet here like this. And now we will go down to the stitch into the same stitch into this first stitch, and we will have 1 extra double crochet, and we will have 1 more front post double crochet into this first stitch. So yarn over and go to this same front post double crochet. This is your first stitch. Insert your hook into the same stitch here like this. Yarn over and grab a yarn. You're going to have 3 loops in your hook. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. So into this first stitch, have 1 double crochet and 1 front post double crochet. And now for this next 2 stitches, we will have 1 double crochet into each stitch. So here it is. Yarn over, go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet. Yarn over and go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. And now we will repeat this pattern all the way around over this round number 4. So again we are here, and this is a 1 front post double crochet. So here we will have 1 double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, and next 2 stitches we will have 1 double crochet into each stitch. So here it is. Go to this next stitch. This is your 1 front post double crochet, have 1 double crochet here. Yarn over, go down to that same stitch and have 1 front post double crochet here. And now go to this next 2 stitches and have 1 double crochet into each stitch. 1 and 2 here. Again we will go to this next stitch. This is your 1 front post double crochet. So here we will have 1 double crochet. Yarn over, go to the same stitch, go down to the same stitch and have 1 front post double crochet. And now go to this next 2 stitches, and here have 1 double crochet into each stitch. So here it is, it's 1 and 2 here, like this. Here it is, and by the end of this round, round number 4, we will have 48 stitches. So in total, we're going to have 48 stitches. We're going to have 12 front post double crochets, and we're going to have 36 double crochets here. So here it is, we're going to have 48 stitches in total for this round, round number 4, and I will meet you at the end. And remember, do not finish up your last stitch, because we're going to change the color of our yarn. So here it is, just keep on repeating this pattern, and I will meet you at the end. And here it is. I'm here on my this 47th stitch here on my this round, round number 4. And now for my last stitch, I will yarn over and we'll go to this last stitch, and we'll have my this last double crochet here. But I will not finish up my stitch, and I'm going to have 2 loops on my this hook. And now we will change the color of our yarn. So here it is, I'm just going to change to this 4th color. So this is a 4th color, and simply just attach your yarn here. Close the stitch. This is your last stitch. Adjust your yarn here. And now to close over this round, we will go to this first stitch. So this is your chain 2. Our this chain 2 is not our stitch. We will go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch. This is your double crochet. Insert your hook into this first stitch here, yarn over and grab your yarn and have 1 slip stitch, and that's how we will finish, or we will close over this round, round number 4. Here it is. Now if you want to cut the yarn, you can cut your yarn. So here it is, I'm just going to cut my this 3rd color here. So this is the 3rd color. I haven't cut my this 2nd color here because I'm going to use this for one more time. So here it is, I'm just going to leave my this 2nd color here attached to my work. Now this is your 3rd color, and I'm just going to cut my this yarn in here, and now I will start working on my this 4th color here. So here it is. For our next round, round number 5, we will again have chain 2. So it's 1 and 2, have this chain 2, and now here we will go to this first stitch. So this is our 1 double crochet. So here go to this first stitch and have 1 double crochet. So yarn over and go to this first stitch, insert your hook, grab yarn and have 1 double crochet here. Yarn over and go to this next stitch, and here this is your front post double crochet. So here we will have 1 front post double crochet. So here it is, just have 1 front post double crochet here. And now go to this next stitch. This is your stitch number 3, and here we will have 1 double crochet. So yarn over and insert your hook into this next stitch, grab yarn and have 1 double crochet here. And now into this next stitch, your stitch number 4, we will have 2 stitches here. So here we will have 1 double crochet on top of this stitch, and we will have 1 front post double crochet into this 4th stitch. So here it is, yarn over, go to this next stitch. This is your stitch number 4, and here have 1 double crochet, yarn over, and again go to the same stitch and have 1 front post double crochet here. Here it is. And this is your first 5 stitches, and now we will repeat our this pattern all the way around over this round, round number 5. So again, here we will go to this next stitch, and here we will have 1 double crochet. We will go to this next stitch, and this is our front post double crochet. So have your 1 front post double crochet here. This is your 2nd stitch. Go to this next stitch and have 1 double crochet here. Go to this next stitch, and here we will have 2 stitches. So here we will have 1 double crochet and 1 front post double crochet here. So into this set of your this 5 double crochets, have your stitch number 2 as your front post double crochet, and have your this stitch number 5 as your front post double crochet, and rest of the 3 stitches, stitch number 1, 3 and 4 will be your double crochet. Here it is, it looks like this. Again we will repeat our pattern. So here it is, we will go to this next stitch, and here we will have 1 double crochet, yarn over, go to this next stitch. This is your front post double crochet. So you're going to have 1 front post double crochet here. Here it is. Next stitch, have 1 double crochet here. And now this is your 4th stitch, and here we will have 2 stitches. So here we will have 1 double crochet and 1 front post double crochet into the same stitch here, like this. Now keep on repeating this pattern all the way around on your this round number 5, and by the end of this round number 5, we will have 60 stitches, 60, and we will have 24 front post double crochets, and we will have 36 double crochets. So here it is. We will have 36 double crochets, and we will have 24 front post double crochet. In total, we are going to have 60 stitches, and I will meet you at the end here. And here it is. I've got my this 59 stitches here, and now for my last stitch, I will yarn over and will go to this last stitch here, and I'm going to have 1 front post double crochet here. So just simply have your 1 front post double crochet here, and I'm not going to finish my stitch here, so I'm just going to leave my stitch here. I'm going to leave my this 2 loops here on my hook, and here it is. I will simply attach my this second color here. So here it is. I've already got my this color here. If you have cut this color, you can simply reattach your this color here, and simply just have your yarn here, pull up a loop and adjust your this stitch and finish up your this stitch here. Adjust your yarn, here it is. And now to finish up our this round number 5, we will go to this first stitch, skip your this chain 2, go to this first stitch, insert your hook into this first stitch here, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here, like this. If you want to cut here this 4th color, just cut your yarn in here, and here it is. It looks like this. Now for our final round number 6, now here we are going to create our border. So for that, we're going to have our 60 reverse single crochets. So for that, I'm just going to have a chain 1 here, and now I will go to this first stitch. So this is my first stitch. I will not go in the front, but I will go into the back, and I will go to this first stitch. So this is my first stitch, and I will insert my hook into my this first stitch here, like this, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops in your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your 1 reverse single crochet. And now we will have 60 stitches here all the way around on our this round number 6. So again, go to this next stitch. This is your second stitch. Insert your hook into this next stitch here and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, go to this next stitch, insert your hook into this next stitch, into this back stitch, and grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Again, go back and insert your hook into this back stitch like this. Grab a yarn. You're gonna have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops. Here it is. So this is your reverse single crochet. Now go all the way around, and I will meet you at the end here. So here it is. I've got my this 60 reverse single crochets here, and I'm here on my this last stitch. So here it is. I'm just gonna cut my yarn in here, and I will secure my this last stitch. Now here, just gonna hide all of my this ends in, and I will meet you after that. And here it is. Our coaster is ready, and it looks like this. Here it is. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.